Hello guys, welcome to Let's Talk Radiography, the place where we talk about anything and everything about radiography, right? Yes, so today I thought we should talk about male mammographer. Most of the mammographers, have you realized that they are female, right? Yes, but you can be a male mammographer. So when I was doing my mammography, there was this guy. Oh, I forgot the name. I don't know the. I think I didn't catch the name. I forgot his name. But this guy, I was like, it was the first time I see someone saying, "I am a male radiographer and I wanna do mammography." I was so impressed, guys. I was so impressed. I don't know, wherever he is, I hope he goes back and do the certificate again. But unfortunately, he could not continue because of some personal reasons. So you can still be a male mammographer. So most people, first of all, most people think radiography as a whole, it's a female profession. You can say that, or it might look like it's a female profession, but again, it's not. It's not, because if you see the machines that we are listing, they are very heavy. Theater machines, mobile machines. At that point when I am pushing those machines and, being short and being so tiny and being a lady, you are like, oh my gosh, this is a male profession, right? Because I remember when I was still studying as a student, there was this colleague of mine. Those guys, when they go to theater, it will be like quick. And I will have to struggle. I will have to use like two hands, both hands actually, just to move the C-arm. While they would like just take one hand and poof, move the C-arm to another position. But anyway, that's a talk for another day, another video. So now, a male mammographer. So you can be, because remember, there is still gynecologist, for example. Let's make an example with a gynecologist. So a gynecologist, they examine the private part of the female, right? And that's, the patients know that these people are professional. These people are helping us. These people respect us, right? So as a male mammographer, it's possible as long as we are fine with it. So sorry about that, guys. So when you are a male not radiographer, when you are a male mammographer, you do the same thing that you always do as a radiographer. You respect privacy, you work professional, you give the patient a gown, you explain the procedure as you go, you get a consent form. So basically what you do is, when you get a patient, you greet yourself, obviously, introduce yourself, and you tell the patient your name, and you also tell them you are the mammographer for the day. If they are fine with that, to continue, you continue. If they feel like, no, I want a female mammographer, it's fine. They have the right to refuse someone else doing it to another person doing it, right? Patients have rights, right? So if the patient agrees, great, we continue. And then from there, you do your patient professionally as you do other patients. You don't have to act nervous or act uncomfortable. You have to be professional, right? So when you do your patient, you ask them to put on, to take off their bra, their top, if they are wearing a top instead of a dress, and you give them a gown to put on, right? And then, like I said, every step of the way you explain to them. So you explain to them, we're gonna do the mammography first, and then afterwards we're gonna do the sauna, right? And there are mammographers that do saunas, but with the doctor at present, right? But they there are some places where only the doctor does the mammography, the breast sonography part sharp. So when you get into the room, you explain the patient, okay, okay, ma'am, you wanna start with this breast, and when you do this breast, and when you examine this breast instead of the other one, when you do this one, you cover this one, right? Because you're only working on this one. So the part that you're not working on, you cover it. So where I was working as a student before, they used to have this nice thing that they put on. It's like is it a shawl? Or it's like a cape. It's like a cape, whereby you can just take out the breast and you cover this one still. And when you touch your patient, as you are examining your patient, as you are doing your x-rays, your mammography, when you touch their breast, you tell them, okay, ma'am, I am gonna start now. I'm gonna touch your breast. Please don't move. Please do this, do that. You explain along the way. You tell them when you're done. You tell them when you go from this breast to another breast. You tell them how to stand, how to relax, if they need to go forward or if they need to go backwards, if because I have realized, even though I am a female, but I have realized when I was doing my my mammography, that even as females, you kind of get uncomfortable. Oh, remember, you are at someone's personal space, right? So some patients will be like, oh my gosh, you're struggling because my breasts are too big. Oh my god, my breasts are too small. So you are there just to comfort them that no, your breasts are just fine. Before, the reason I'm struggling is because of this and this, if you wanna explain. So remember, the most important thing, communication, because you are in someone's private space. So also, whenever you touch a patient in general in radiography, you talk to your patient, you check if you also check with the age. So as you communicate, you use, is it a child, is it an adult, the age 40 to what. And also there are some cultures where the patients feel like they don't want to be examined by the male radiographers in general, right? You respect that, you get someone else. Or if there's a point where communication is bad, you speak this language and you speak maybe English and you get a Tswana patient. If you don't understand Tswana and you get a Tswana patient, then get a translator, right? But at the end of the day, as you do this, you need to be the patients need to understand you, and you need to understand the patient, so that there isn't any miscommunication that will lead you into trouble, right? Some doctors, where I used to work as a student, they used to, when they come to do sauna, male doctors, even with fluoroscopy, they used to get someone like a student just to be there to protect themselves, right? I guess if you are a male radiographer and you want to be safe, you can also have just a student, a female student, or a female colleague, just to stand there as you are taking images of the patient, just to stay safe, right? To protect yourself, right? But to me, I think you can be a male radiographer. That's a nice thing to do, as long as always professional. Consent form before everything. Consent form is always important, and how you talk is always important. The words you use. Remember, we are from different cultures, we are from different religions, so you can't just say anything. You have to understand what to say, how to say it. You understand? So yeah. So please, if you wanna do it, you can do it, and the people or the school or the university where they're gonna teach you about where you're gonna do the certificate, they will possibly, explain or teach you how as a male you can face this challenge and this challenge and that challenge. So yeah, so basically that's it. Yeah, as long as you respect the patient, as long as you explain, as long as you get consent, then you are good. As long as you explain the reason for this exam, then you are good. Okay guys, thank you again. Bye.